Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Kelsey. If you are not new, I truly appreciate you coming back. So today we're doing another Empties video. I haven't done one of these in a bit. It's my first one of 2023. I have a decent amount of stuff here. So I thought before it gets too overwhelming, I would actually go through it so I can talk a little bit about everyone. I don't want to talk a lot because I feel like I will just ramble again and this video will be a lot longer than it needs to be. Also, I went back to the microphone because I listened to it on my computer and yeah, it sounds much better through the microphone. So we're gonna be rolling with it. Hopefully everything goes good and hopefully I sound much better. So hopefully this video is relatively quick, but we all know how that can take a turn real fast because sometimes my mouth just doesn't stop moving. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So this is the Precleanse oil from Dermalogica and I did not like this at all. It's 5.1 fluid ounces and I think it was like $30, so it's pretty expensive. And I always used like 3 pumps. So I would use 1 pump to kind of just break up the makeup on my face, which I think it did that decently well. I would always use a second pump for my eyes because I don't want to tug at my eyes. I really just kind of like want to rub it away, and I feel like I wasn't getting enough oil left over from my face to go over my eye. So I was automatically using more product for that. And then 9 times out of 10, I feel like it didn't remove the makeup off of my eye. So I'd have to go in for a 3rd round. And I'm not about to do that with this tiny little guy that is super expensive. I did find a really high rated one that's relatively inexpensive on Amazon. So I'm excited to try that and hopefully that goes better because I was not a fan of this. The scent, it just smells very like fresh, spa-like. So it's decent if you like that, but truly I don't need a scent in my cleansing oil. But if you like that, it's there. Just didn't work for me and what I wanted it to do. So pass on this. Next up, because it's sticking out the top, is this First Aid Beauty Cleanser. So I have purchased this a few times. I really, really like this. It is just a pretty standard facial cleanser. Oh, there's still a little bit. So I have purchased this a couple of times and I really, really like it. It is very plain, very creamy. As you could see, it kind of has that like white texture. So it is going to be a little bit creamier than say like a clear one that's a little bit stripping. So if you do have sensitive skin, it says right on the front that it's great for sensitive skin. I go back to it time and time again just because it is a good go-to cleanser and you do get a lot. So in here you have 8 ounces. So I really enjoy this. Think it's a good product, but doesn't do anything crazy. It's just gonna be a really good standard face wash. Okay, so one product that is not even empty is this Tanned AF B-Tan Darkest 1 Hour Self-Tanning Mousse. I despise this. I do not like the color. I do not like the scent. I do not like the payout. Everything about this, it is a green base. Wow, that smells really alcohol-y. It is a green base, very green. So I tend to lean more towards the red-brown bases just because I feel like that complements my skin tone a little bit better. So I was never gravitating toward this. It had a weird drying thing where it would dry quick, so you had to blend pretty quickly, but then it was still tacky, but it wasn't blendable. So it was just a very interesting texture, or not texture, just like a very interesting feeling on the skin. And I have tried another one that I think I like more. I've only used it once, but this is very, very, very inexpensive. So I was like, F it, let's try it. Hopefully it works. It did not work. Self-tans at home should maybe be something you invest in, but just don't cheap out. Don't buy this, at least. If you are gonna cheap out, don't buy this. So next up, I do have the Bioderma Micellar water. I really enjoyed this. It's very gentle. There's a lot that comes in here. I was not rubbing my eyes with this. She is a little bit more expensive, but I think that you do get a good amount of product. So you do get a good amount of product in here. It's 16.7 fluid ounces. As you can see, the bottle is decently big. I truly, truly like this. I've had this for so long where when it came empty, I just wanted to try a new one. So I am trying a new one. I'm gonna see how I like that one because technically it's like a waterproof micellar water. So I'm gonna see how that works versus just like a standard micellar water. But yeah, the Bioderma one is really, really good. This didn't make my eyes burn. I didn't have to rub my eyes super hard to get it off. It was a good micellar water. I would recommend this. Okay, so this is something that I've had in like my little sample thing for a decent amount of time, but it is the infamous Dr. Dennis Gross like peel pads or facial pads. So I've seen people who say that they cut them in half, and I wish I would have done that because these pads are pretty big and I only got one use out of them, so I really can't speak on like a prolonged effect. I can only speak on how it made my skin look and feel within 24 hours. So immediately putting this on, my skin started burning. So I don't think my skin is super sensitive, but maybe it is. But if you experience that, make sure that you are putting on like a calming serum or something, because I had to get the calming stuff on my skin super fast because this was burning me a little bit. And it wasn't anything crazy. Like I didn't feel like my face was on fire, but I definitely noticed the tingling and the slight sensation in my face. And I did have to get that cooling serum on my face. But I will say that it did exfoliate decently well. Yesterday, my skin looked really dry, which wasn't ideal. But today I do think that my skin is looking a lot better. It doesn't have the weird dry patches. And I think that this would be something that would obviously work. Everybody raves about it, but it's expensive. I don't think I would actually get the full size of these. Again, you can cut them in half to make them last twice as long, but it's just not something that I would go back to because I feel like there's cheaper ones on the market that I can try that are probably just as good. So this one is beat to crap, but I had to talk about it. So it's the Intuition razor. The little like pack thing is out. I do not like this. This was all over my TikTok saying how good it was. I used to use this in high school and I loved it. But I hate it now. So when you put the like razor in, it has the soap around the edge here, which is great as an idea. It does help it does help avoid razor burn, yes. But since it's not like an open back razor, just hair accumulates underneath that you cannot get out until all of the soap is gone. And by then you're getting razor burn because your hair is clogged with hair. Even if it's small little ones, they don't get out. Yeah, it is not my favorite razor. I'm gonna go back to a standard razor. I didn't enjoy always having the soap there because I feel like I just get a better shave with shaving cream. And I do get less razor burn because once you use this once or twice, the soap starts to just not work as well. So you're gonna start to get razor burn. Did not like this. Stay with a regular razor. I am thinking about switching to a men's razor. So, side note. I remember talking about this on my channel when I first got it from Sephora as like a Sephora haul. It's the Fresh body wash, the citron flavor. I have a really bad habit of not reading the sizes of things, and I just didn't pay attention to the size. This is 10 ounces, and this is a very expensive body wash. It smells good, but I had to use a decent amount to get my entire body and to get it to lather. So for the price, I don't like it. If this was like a once in a while thing, I would definitely recommend it. I did make this last longer because I did get a cheaper body wash that I would just use day to day, right after the work, after the gym, something like that. And this would be like stay at home days where I just want to feel a little extra. But I still did go through this relatively quickly, and I probably will not be buying this again. There's other body washes that hold the scent on my body better and are obviously bigger and less expensive. So I will not be returning to her anytime soon. Okay, so next up I have the Belif Overnight Lip Mask. And this This was really good. I really like Belif products. The jar has some left over on the outside and I'm just lathering that up. But I love Belif products. I do want to try more of their products. I've used, I can't remember which one. I've used one of their lotions and I really like it. It's nothing crazy. It's really just like basic ingredients, and I think that's why I really like it. So this is kind of has that like Vaseline feel on your lips, but it's not super sticky. It has that like chapstick consistency, if I'm making sense. I use this entire thing. I really like this. One thing I did love about this is I would put this on at night and I always like lather my lips up because I live in a very cold and dry state. So my lips every night are just lacquered, for a lack of better words. And I would wake up in the morning and my lips would still feel moisturized or still have some of the product on my lip, which I do not find in many. I did get a lip gloss or a lip mask thing in my FabFitFun box. I am using that, but I probably will go back to this, truthfully, because it's a big container for like just a lip mask. It says you get 0.7 ounces, which for anything lip stuff is a pretty decent amount. This did last me a really, really long time. And I really enjoy this. So recommend this and also recommend the brand Belif as a whole. Okay, so these have held a spot in my bathroom for I don't even know how long. You can't even tell what these are. These are the Biore nose strips. We all know that this is not good to do to your skin nowadays. I always just did it because it was satisfying to watch the stuff being pulled out. But now having my knowledge of skincare, these are not good. You want to stick to like acid exfoliants and those will work a lot better. So I just bit the bullet, threw these away. They're so old that they don't even like conform to your skin anymore, no matter how wet you get them, whatever. So throwing them away. So speaking of brands that I want to try more stuff from, I did use this Day Moisturizing Mask for my hair. So I really liked this. I did like the scent of it. I did think that it left my hair feeling very moisturized. I want to try their shampoo and conditioner. It's vegan, no sulfates, parabens, phthalates, synthetic colors, cruelty-free. Yeah, I think it was good. It was definitely thicker than the one I'm using now. The one I'm using now I do not like, but you will hear about that in another Empties video. This I really like, so I think I'm going to explore more from the brand and definitely dip my toes more into their like moisture masks and stuff like that because I enjoyed this. Something I did not enjoy in the slightest are these under eye retinol aloe vera under eye patches things. My mom is notorious for going to like TJ Maxx and Home Goods and basically filling my stocking with stuff from that. So this is something she got from there and I hate these so incredibly much. Eye pads are supposed to be something that are they're not a burden. They're supposed to be a joy. They're supposed to just be a little something extra. You don't need them. I'm very self-conscious of my under eyes. I do get very crepey, so I do like just having that extra layer of moisture sometimes. But these, you can kind of tell in the lady, these under eye mask packet things are massive. So they would start, they're heavy. They would literally just start sliding down my face. I could never keep them up above like my cheekbone even. They literally just would slide down my face. They caused more headache than they were worth and I hated these. Mika Signature Shampoo and Conditioner. I feel like Amika is the first day beauty of the hair world. Let me explain. Amika is very good. It's a great brand and I think their products are very good, but for my hair, it doesn't do anything spectacular. This was just a really good shampoo and conditioner. I don't notice too much of a difference from other shampoo and conditioners. I do use some of their like leave-in products. I think that they're good, but at least what I've used from them so far, not saying I've used a ton, I've only used like a couple of things. but I have used a full thing of their signature shampoo and conditioner before, and it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's just not, it doesn't do anything crazy for my hair. So I used it again, I liked it, I enjoyed it, smells good, but it's just the first aid beauty to me, which is, it's good, it doesn't have no frills, it'll do exactly what it says it does, and that's it. Which I think in a packaging, if it does exactly what it says it'll do, I think that's already a step above. So it is a really good product. Now, I saw one of my favorite creators, Rach Loves Life. Rach Loves, I forget which one she does the beauty on, but I will link it here. And she said that she hated this scent, and it broke my heart because this is one of my favorite scents. I am using the pink one. I want to try all of the scents right now, but this screams summer to me, and obviously I am still in freaking winter, it feels like, so I'm using the warmer scent, but this is summer in a bottle for me. I am obsessed with Sol de Janeiro scents. They are a little bit more expensive, but I find that their scents, their lotions, stuff like that, their body wash, the smell lasts on me. And it is so hard for me to find a scent that lasts on me because I don't know, but this lasts. I will recommend this time and time again. If you like the like warm coconutty summer scent, this is it. If you like that more like deeper, sensual, just different vibe, try this one. It is really good. It's the one I'm using and I do recommend. Quick break. So this is soda with cream. Delicious. She's so good. Recommend. Tastes like a float. I get a lot less out of breath filming these sit down videos versus my try-ons. So it's nice to just not be winded at the end of the video. Okay, next up, I do have this Studio Makeup Hyaluronic Acid. I got this in a, come on, focus. There we go. I got this in a FabFitFun box, so I did not purchase this with my own money. I do not even know how much this is, but it was it was a standard hyaluronic acid serum. Yeah, we'll see if this is expensive or not, but if this is relatively decently priced, I would purchase this because I think it was a good hyaluronic acid serum. And I like to have my serums just be the serums so I can kind of control what's going on my face. I don't like to have a lot of like serums mixed in. So if I am going for hyaluronic acid, I do just want it to be hyaluronic. I don't really want much else mixed into it. So I like that this is just a straight serum, no frills, nothing else. Really good. Now, a face wash that I do not think is worth the money is the Tatcha Rice Cleanser. So Tatcha everything is obviously really well known and it's really like expensive. So this face wash wasn't too much more expensive than like the other high-end face washes. So this, if you want to try anything, step into the world of Tatcha with this because it's relatively decently priced. It is a rice wash, so that is going to be better for like normal to dry skin. It's gonna be a little bit more hydrating. I did like this. It does have, let's see, really scraping the bottom of the barrel there. So it does have a little bit of a thicker consistency. I don't know. It's very thick. It almost feels like a lotion, which I really like in the winter, I will say. So as of right now, I won't be going back to this just because I have another face wash I'm going through. And I think that this might be a little bit too heavy for my skin going into the summer months, but I think maybe going into the winter months. But I do think that there's more inexpensive face washes on the market that probably do relatively the exact same thing. So if you want to try something a little bit more high-end or if you want to try something from Tatcha, this might be something good to start with. It is a decent cleanser. That was my Stanley. Okay, so then something that I do think is worth the money that I will continue to purchase again and again from Tatcha, I need one in my life constantly, is the rice polish. So they do have an entire line of this. They have like a deep, a gentle, a normal, and I forget what the last one is. I love these. It is like it's an actual powder. This gets crusty and dusty because it is in my shower. I feel like I've talked about these before, but I am using another one. And I always have one on hand. I love these. I recommend this. It's nice to have this rice polish where it feels like you're getting a little bit of an exfoliating layer going on your skin, but it dissolves into a foam. So it's really not harsh on the skin at all. There's no scent. I love these. I think that it's a great exfoliating cleanser because you really don't want to do too much. As I said, you want to kind of stay with the acid exfoliants. But sometimes you don't wash your face at night and you want to get in the shower and kind of like just feel a little cleaner. And this is a good non-harsh way to do that to your skin. I love these. If you're looking for something, I don't use this every day. Let me preface with that. I do not use this every day. I use it maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and it lasts me so long. So I recommend this over and over and over again. If you haven't tried it, try it. Let me know what you think, because I love this. Okay, now I have to balance it with something that I hated. I hated this so much. I could tell as soon as I opened it that I would not be a fan, but I was hoping that I was wrong. This is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I did only get the sample size, which I am so happy about. I got it with points from Sephora, and it has this like long bristled wand. It's a very, you can see the product buildup on the end of the bristles. It's a very wet mascara, and I hate wet mascaras. I left the lid open a little bit to let it dry out, and it still was extremely wet. I didn't feel like it did anything good for my lashes. I feel like it just coated them and clumped them. I hated this so much for my lashes. I saw a lot of good reviews about it, so that's why I wanted to try it. But for me and my lashes, she was a no-go. I like my drugstore mascaras, so I will not be purchasing the full size of this ever. Okay, a couple of perfume empties, and then we are going to be going back to skincare. I have a lot of skincare empties apparently. This is basically a skincare empties, but 2 perfume empties. So this is the Replica Bubble Bath. This is the little sample size of that. And then this is the Kelseyyellenn Vanilla. So obviously you could see I used one up and I did not use the other one. This bubble bath I really enjoy. It's a very light, clean scent. It literally smells like a bubble bath. I enjoyed it, but I did think that this specific scent just didn't last on me. I have used other perfumes by them and those last so long on my skin, but this specific scent just didn't last. I use it up. I do have a couple more that I'll probably use up just because it's here, but I'm not going to purchase the full size of this specific one, but I love Replica by the Fireside. I love that one for night. I just feel so warm and cozy, but this, not my jam. Now, this Kelseyyellenn Vanilla, I have seen this going viral. It smells delicious in the bottle, but on my pH of my body, it smells like an old woman. Yeah, it doesn't pick up much of the vanilla scent. It just picks up like that mature perfume scent. Yeah, it's not flattering on me. I wore it out once and I kept getting whiffs of it and I just did not like it on me. I wish that I did because everybody says that they love it and it's like their go-to favorite perfume now. And it's just, this specific scent just doesn't smell the best on me. I do want to try other Kelseyyellenn perfumes because I think I have tried another one that I loved. I think that was Salt. I remember correctly. But I really want to kind of dip my toes more into them, but this specific one, not so much. I'll keep trying this little sample sizes. Wow, I sprayed it again and inhaled it, and whew, oh, it made my nose burn, my eyes water. Yeah. She's potent. Whew. Okay, gather myself. So this is just an empty box, but I do have thoughts. This Herbivore Nova, it is a vitamin C serum and vitamin C plus turmeric brightening serum. I use this in the morning, and I love Herbivore products. I haven't tried anything from them that I don't love. I use a lot of their oils. I think that this is a great vitamin C and turmeric serum. You do put it on, you do get a little bit of the tingliness, but nothing crazy. I do have another product that I hate that does that, but this does not do that. And I do like having a vitamin C and turmeric serum, vitamin C specifically, serum in the morning, because I just feel like it brightens the skin for the day, it revitalizes it, and it just gives it a little bit more life. So I really enjoyed this one. I was looking for just like a basic vitamin C serum, and it was so hard to come by, but this one was really good. So I did get gifted another one, and I will be trying that. But if that one doesn't work out, this will probably become my go-to, just because of what it is, how simple it is, how to the point. It's vitamin C, put it on your face. Don't put it on your face, but this is what you're gonna get. Now the vitamin C that I hated, I did get this gifted. It's the Nuco Tropical C. So this is a powdered vitamin C like additive thing. You add this to your moisturizer, and it's supposed to like be that vitamin C serum in your face lotion. So it comes out like this little white powder. There you go, that little white powder, and then you just mix it in with your face lotion. I did not like this. It says to use 2 to 3 shakes. I used like 1 to 2 shakes, and it burned my skin. Like I could feel it on my skin even with the moisturizer, and I didn't love it. I don't think it like melded into my skin completely, because makeup, when I would wear makeup on top of using this, it just completely broke up. I did not like this, do not recommend, would not repurchase. I feel like that was very aggressive. This Dermatology Needleless Anti-Aging Serum, this is a retinol. She's amazing. This is the second bottle that I've gone through. She's relatively inexpensive. It's medical grade ingredients and stuff, topical alternative to injectable fillers and toxins. So this you can use, it says up to twice a day. I only used it at night, but I really, really enjoyed this. I liked that it was this kind of like serum feeling, because sometimes retinols can really dry out your skin, and I never felt like this dried out my skin. I really felt like it just melted into the skin really well. It did really good things. I am using a different one right now. That's the only reason I haven't repurchased, but once I run out of that one, I will probably go back to this, because I don't think she's too expensive and she's really good. I really do recommend this. And I think they have other great products on their website too. I just never think to go to them for anything else other than the retinol serum. Okay, last 2 products. I feel like this was a long one just because I was actually talking about stuff. So let me know if you like the quicker ones where I just kind of like hop through things, or if you like the shorter ones with less products, more description, because I can do either one, hopefully. This e.l.f. Hello Hydration Cleansing Balm, I did not love. I just felt like it's very oily in general. So it wasn't giving me that balm texture that I liked. It would like obviously melt down in my hands. I just didn't love this one. It is e.l.f., so it's not expensive. It is good if you're not wearing that much makeup, but I just feel like it didn't do the best things. Like I would use this and then I would wipe my face with a white towel or something and I would still have makeup. So this and the Dermalogica one, I do not recommend either one. I think that there's better ones at both price points. At least for my skin is combination, tends to lean a little bit drier in the winter and oilier in the summer, but pretty combination. And I just didn't love this. The scent is funky. Wow. yeah, the scent is funky. I'd rather spend a little bit more and get a different product. Okay, now our last product. So as I said, I do get drier obviously in the winter. So I bit the bullet and I bought the Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair. So this is a very bougie, very expensive overnight lotion. But I will say she's thick. She laid on my skin beautifully. That's weird. And I always felt hydrated. Tatcha is expensive, but it's good products. There's some things that I'm willing to spend that extra price tag on. Their face wash is not one of them, but their rice polish, all day, every day, will spend money. Honestly, sometimes they're moisturizers, depending on where my skin's at, there's sometimes where I go through phases where I'm just trying a bunch of different things and I feel like nothing is working on my skin. So during those times, sometimes I will just spend the extra money on Tatcha products because I do know that Tatcha is gonna work on my skin. I do know that if I irritate it too much, I can go back to this and it will moisturize the crap out of your skin. I do think that if you have very dry skin, I think that investing in a very rich cream would be beneficial. I have found that with the higher end creams, you do tend to get that like plump feeling in the morning as well. Whereas the cheaper creams, in my opinion, they just soak into the skin a little bit more so you don't feel it as much when you wake up. And I really like feeling hydrated and like my skin just drank a big glass of water overnight. So sometimes for me, it is worth the purchase. But again, it is expensive and there are better products. I just know that Tatcha and these moisturizers are going to work. So sometimes, yes, it sucks, but it's nice to have a go-to. Okay, so that is all that I have today. I feel like that was a very mishmash empties. I want to say this has been accumulating over the last like 3 months. So this has not been like a 1 month usage. No, this has been accumulating over a couple of months. I hope we got some good maybe recommendations, maybe some de-influencing going on where you shouldn't buy it, but I hope that there was enough range. If you do have any questions or anything like that about any of the products, please leave them in the comments below. I will make sure and get back to you. But I think that is all that I have. I'm trying to get monetized, hopefully, where I can do more of this. So please help the algorithm, like, leave a comment, subscribe, do all the things. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.